Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
How's everybody doing today?
Very
Super
well.
good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Good evening, Dawn. Nice to see you this evening. How are you?
Ooh, I should probably pull that up.
I love the new integration with multi-streaming for Streamlabs. Able to type in and it goes to the streams as opposed to being in the chats. Makes it way easier to communicate with everybody who's watching. So, wonderful. Everybody had a good week.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Getting better. Wonderful. Thoughts and prayers going out to those in Florida and in the path of that nasty hurricane that just keeps getting stronger.
Mhm.
So, hopefully,
Have you
everybody out there is being safe.
Have you read the reports of what will happen after it finishes crossing over Florida?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's quite something to read.
They're saying it's going to hook up and go up the coast?
Well, hurricanes grow bigger with warm water.
Mm-hmm.
It's either going to go up and get big or go across and get big.
Mm.
But there's also two other hurricanes nearby and the massive, huge something to the northeast off of Canada. Anyway, we're not going to think about it.
Yep.
Probably better.
Just glad I'm landlocked for now.
Uh,
I think Streamlabs is having a stroke, guys.
oh.
It keeps giving me the alert of lagged frames, but doesn't show me I've had any lagged frames.
Well, I saw you lag just a moment ago, so
Okay. What's going on? Well, there we go. I know Carde was working on fixing his mic. Yep. So hopefully. Yeah, I didn't change. I don't know. I didn't change anything on my computer this week and have had no issues with it, and suddenly I'm having issues. So, go figure.
Yeah.
Go figure. Anyway.
you guys still dealing with allergies? I am.
That time of year.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That time of year. So, trying to buy some time for Tim to get here, but not sure it's going to happen. So let's quickly go into what's going on in Red Dirt RPG land. Posted Monday was episode 16 of Wayfinder's Legends. The Devil You Know. So, yeah, apparently they got somebody they know that's being mean. And then posted yesterday as well from the Red Dirt Outlaws, Vecna Eve of Ruin, episode 4, Making New Friends.
Ooh.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. Making new friends.
Hmm.
It's what we do in the Outlaws.
I mean,
we steal things and make new friends.
Yep.
Huh.
That's going to be very exciting.
Mm-hmm. It's fun playing a book that's upper tier, you know?
No.
Designed for that. Yeah. You'll get there eventually, Zahad.
Mm-hmm.
Or you won't. It's one of those two things. No comment, Michael?
I mean, that's one sure way to make sure that you're never wrong.
Anyway. Well, yep, that's Red Dirt RPG land this week. Since Tim's not here, I will talk about the Patreon just real quick. Yeah, if you want to, that's Red Dirt D&D on the Patreon. because it was established before we became a network of RPGs. So if you want to log in there, minimum $5 a month gets you access to the Discord server where you can chat with every group from all of us. So you can chat with the Mysteries of Beatrix cast or Wayfinder Legends. You could also chat with the original podcast group. They are getting ready. I think I heard them say they are recording the first episodes of Campaign 3 coming up. So I know I believe that starts first week of November. They're going to launch that first one. So it'll be good to finally get those out there and see everything that's going on. Yeah. And then also plausible deniability. Always fun. That usually a hoot and a half out there. So, but yeah. Michael, what's another way that if they didn't want to join the Patreon that they could do?
If you feel like you enjoy what you see here and want to support what we do and help us to continue doing what we do here, you can do that by going to the website at reddirtdnd.com. Up at the top, you'll see a tab that says merch. Click that, or redirect you to our merch store. There you'll find an ensemble of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, hats, and drinking vessels, all emblazoned with Red Dirt D&D branding and very own Shenanigans Unplugged branding as well. Okay, kind of like this shirt here. They're very comfy shirts. Probably one of the better order from merch store shirts that I have.
And everybody's gone. They all abandoned me. We died. And Simple is back. Zahad is back.
Okay.
Melt, you're back.
Yay. Midway through pitch when I died, or did
we were talking about the comfiness.
Okay, good. So it wasn't too horrible. But yes, no, one of the better T-shirts that I have had as far as buying T-shirts online. So if you feel like you want to support us in what we do and show off your fandom, this is a great way to do it.
That it is. All right. Well, I actually am gonna show off something that really proud Tim did. So this is the artwork for our Extra Life. So it has the last 3 years miniature characters that Tim drew, plus this year's design, and he put them all together as a little adventuring party, and it just looks really good. So yeah, if you're able to see the stream, I don't know if I shared it with you guys as well, I believe, in the videos. So we've got the lovely cleric in the back, our wizard, our bard, and then this year's.
Is that not a paladin?
It is not a paladin. It is a cleric.
Oh.
Yep. Hence the mace, because that's a martial weapon that a cleric can use. So, yeah.
Nice.
And then this year's is the Tabaxi Rogue with its foot stuck to a mimic. I don't think anybody else realized that, but he is stuck to that mimic.
I've been there. That's a horrible life.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
I have been there too by someone in this chat with my Tabaxi Rogue stuck to a mimic.
Oh, now we're making it personal.
You're muted, Colin. It's a good thing nobody could hear what you were saying. There you are.
Hello?
Maybe? Yes.
There you go.
If you ain't doing something you ain't should have been doing, you ain't been eaten by doors.
I actually didn't get eaten by a door in that session.
No, you did.
Wow.
No.
No. Remember, because you opened the door and it
No,
There were
I was
two.
on top of
Uh-huh.
the bookshelves, not the
Right.
bookshelves, but all the shelving system.
Mm-hmm. And when you
Uh-huh.
tried to leave,
Yeah, I still got away.
you did.
Yeah,
You did.
It's but a flesh wound.
yeah.
All doors are trustworthy. PM.
The ones you've got to be worried about is the ladders leading up to the door in the ceiling.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the shoes you're wearing currently.
I have never done that, but I have done chairs. Lots and lots of chairs. Big comfy chairs.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll go in to quickly do our recap, opening credits, thanking our sponsors. Hopefully, Tim is almost done. And we can get going. So, hoping so. But yeah, we'll be back in about 2 minutes, everybody.
Yay.
Okay, bye-bye.
The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook.
Last time on Mysteries of Beatrix.
Aren't you the person who should be saying that?
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom.
No, I don't remember a mom. I think
Wow.
I definitely don't remember. I
Wow.
remember your brother and Zahad hitting on him
Yeah, I know.
and giving him baby name ideas.
Yeah. No. Totally. That did totally happen.
Are we back?
Uh-huh.
Oh, we're back. Oh, okay.
No!
You didn't say we were back. Okay.
You're doing your recap. You're in it right now.
Okay. You're muted, so no one heard the snark. But,
Hi, I hit on a boy,
Yeah.
and that's the recap.
Kieran's body was picked up by Melt's brother,
Do.
to be taken to Drintachin to be, made ready for the trip to the southern continent for his trip into the great beyond. And we met Nassar's mom, Cyrabille, and now we're going. She was happy that we saved the black dragon and offered us 2 magic items of our choice within reason. And we're traveling with her and definitely nobody else important to the node to hopscotch over to Druntachin for investigations into the dragon debacle. Right? That's what we ultimately decided.
I mean, yeah. Sure. Whatever you say, leader.
I'm not the leader.
I don't think.
You're muted.
I don't think you guys actually decided exactly
didn't.
what your
No.
plan of action was.
I was talking about our options,
Yeah.
but
Well, if that's still up in the air.
I think the
Well,
discussion was had and then like got distracted by shinies.
Mhm.
Well, the
It
funny
was
thing
never really
is-
revisited.
we don't have either Emissary or Murphy, so there's no reason to go to Ambriel's Respite or to Spriggan Hollow. So
I mean, that is the easy way of like decision making there. Yes.
yeah, because I don't want to miss it. Hi, we went through your story event while you weren't here. That's not good. So option 1 is Monastery, option 2 is the Floating Mountains, and option 3 is going to Druntachin.
Option 4, the
Hold on.
other node.
I think. Yeah.
We were going to the node first, no matter what.
So we're going to the second node no matter what? Because I'm not talking about the one with ISO. I'm talking about the other one that they haven't.
And Costafo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to go to
Okay.
Costafo one way or another.
Okay.
It was figuring out where to go first.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go to ISO, then we're going to go to Costafo. I vote Druntachin.
It seems like the easiest to get to.
Yeah. Well, you could do a package deal of Druntachin and the dragon
because
they're kind of on the way.
Yeah, no, we can do. We can go to Iso's node to Costafo, from Costafo to Druntachin, from Druntachin to the mountain because it's close.
Yeah.
And then the monastery, which is nearby. We're gonna do a big loop. It's gonna be really good.
So do we need to double check with Dew to make sure that our most wonderful melt isn't going to be greeted with spears again?
Oh, I'll probably
Yes.
be greeted with spears again. I'm
But
gonna be completely
First, I, Zahad, have to go make a purchase of 2 delicious items.
Purchase?
Yes, there are 2 items which I believe would be necessary for us to continue adventuring. Emissary requires a hammer worthy of him, and an item to make healing an easier factor in combat. I think would be a beneficial cause too. Any arguments?
No.
No.
Not even
Well,
from Murphy. Wow, that was pretty good.
Especially since.
As you have awoken, Murphy is still passed out
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's.
from the night
Emissary!
before. Emissary is once again caught. Oh, Nate, no, maybe. Aha!
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
You-
boot up cycle happened fast.
Yeah.
That's right. Can you hear me? I'm using this blue mic.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. Just lots of everything just didn't work, so I'm not sure what's going on. But
It said it's Amazon Prime Day. Get you a new mic.
that's I guess so. It is. That's right. That's exactly it. Windows
My
sends it to
computer. My
Amazon.
computer did the same thing. Of hey, your computer is struggling. You need new stuff.
That is.
Yeah, no.
That's a conspiracy, not a theory. That's
Mhm.
real. Sorry about that. But go ahead. Yes, I will catch up. Are we on our way to? Have we made it? Sorry, I don't mean to.
We have just woken up, apparently. I don't remember us going down for a long rest, but that means I get funding for the day.
Excellent.
well, we all got drunk. Remember, off the dwarven
Yeah.
whiskey.
Yeah.
You had a
People are
sip. I
passing
had a
out. That's right.
sip. I think everybody except
Oh,
for
yeah.
Except for Emissary, yeah.
yeah.
Emissary was the one conscious person left.
Yeah, I think I...
Does Murphy have a pulse? I'm just going to make
Yeah, can we check on Murphy? Is he
That's probably a good
actually
idea.
dead?
All right.
He wants medicine checks.
Since
He's
Andrew
just mostly
isn't
dead.
here right now, technically speaking, I think it's time we play Clowns and Castles.
He asked.
Ooh. Classic.
It's one of my 15 spirals I have right here.
And he's back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shame.
I had to fix things, okay?
Okay.
Good morning, Emissary. How are you today, my friend?
I am well, Marquis. How did you sleep? You were... you seem to have enjoyed yourself last night.
Yes. I rolled out of bed and dented the hardwood floor.
That is... pay no mind to that, Marquis. You are... Yeah. We should perhaps
Should
see
have been
to the
harder
others.
wood floor.
Yes.
Regardless, Emissary, you're coming with me. I'm going to go and make some purchases, and I
Very good.
believe Cyrabille. I'm sorry, that's not her real name, is it? Is it Cyrabille?
Yes, Cyrabille is her.
Cyrabille will be returning with a couple of items for us here in a few hours, I think.
Yeah, Emissary, as he says that, he'll reach into the bag of holding and pull out these eco-friendly shopping bags, these huge things, and he puts on his... He kind of gets ready. He's kind of holding them. They're empty, but he's ready to fill them with...
Oh, it's just 2 items, Emissary. We don't need the bag.
Oh, I see.
We're not shopping for breakfast.
He knows Marquis, so he puts just one back, but he keeps the one big bag. Of course, whatever you say. Soft.
Yeah, so on the way, I'm going to buy something from every single food stall from there,
Oh.
on the way there and the way back. So that bag is full.
Nice. Yeah, it's a big bag too.
I'll spend however much money you think I deserve to, Andrew.
It's probably like 3 tricks to fill the bag.
Sick. The other bag, Emissary, you were correct.
Nope. I grab it. Yeah. Keep going.
Andrew, I looked them up. I did the math. We can just make this really easy. I'm going to buy the +3 maul for Emissary for 170. That's with the enchantment cost and the cost of the item itself.
Nice.
And the staff of healing is 130.
Staff of healing. Nice.
For the staff of healing, roll me a percentile and guess odd or even.
Even. I rolled it in the chat.
It's a 72.
Yeah.
It is even. He has 1 in stock.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Perfect. Please gift wrap it for me.
It's got a little bit of a weird.
Please gift wrap it for me.
It definitely it's got a little bit of a weird kink to it.
Uh-huh.
You got to hit people twice with it to make it work.
Oh.
Then this isn't the staff I want to buy. I wish to buy an enchanted staff of healing.
It's a beating stick that heals.
No, that's not what I want. Well, I'll just take my money back. That's all right.
No. I was fine. Here.
And gift wrap it.
He puts a bow on the top.
No. I saw the sign. You mentioned it before that you gift wrap, Andrew.
Andrew.
Gift wrappers on a holiday.
Would not, of course, think that I, Zahad, would forget that today is the National Day of Breadsticks, which is a national holiday.
Who told you?
I made it.
His eyes get really big. And he reaches underneath the counter and pulls out a basket of breadsticks.
No. Gift wrap.
I'm going to, but breadstick.
Thank you. I take the basket, of course.
Yeah. He kind of figures and turns around, and you hear him mumbling as he walks away.
What immaculate service! You better gift wrap
Sure.
that mall too.
He comes back with just the staff of healing gift
This is
wrapped.
terrible. I need to speak with your supervisor.
I am the supervisor. I own this store.
I wanted the mall gift wrapped too.
You said the staff.
I pointed out the staff. I said I wanted gift wrapped.
He turns and walks away again.
Marquis, you do not have to.
He
gift
comes
wrap
back
them all.
and
Yes, I do.
it is wrapped. The staff looks like a staff, like a broom handle still.
Mhm.
The maul itself looks like a giant rectangular box.
I'd like it in a bag, please.
He reaches over and shoves it in Emissary's bags. In a bag.
Marquis, this is good.
Emissary, one moment. We need to use
course.
diplomacy in this situation.
Wait! He
We would like to sell this +1 mall.
Oh.
Forgive me, Zahad. This I do not have many things left from my village, but this
I am so sorry, Emissary. That is
it
my
is
mistake.
fine. I would prefer to keep
Andrew,
this.
how dare you ask him to sell this mall? Away, and I flip my cape. We step just like Zahad's like in the doorway. He turns sideways. Can I see the staff of healing?
Of course.
I'm gonna unwrap it, throw it on the floor, and walk out.
As you do
Move all
that, the door
paper.
slams as you walk out.
Excellent. Emissary, I will burn this man and this place to the ground in memory of what he is and does. But that is just going to be a little hobby I do on the side. I don't remember. What race was the salesman?
1 second.
I
Sorry.
vaguely remember him being like a gnome. Is that
A gnome or a
accurate?
goblin? One
Yeah,
Oh,
one of
he
the.
might have been a goblin. I don't remember.
Close
There's been
third
a-
is a kobold, maybe.
Also, I deliberately made sure to call him the wrong name because Andrew wouldn't name.
It's a gnome.
A gnome, okay.
Oh, a gnome?
Yeah, he's a gnome.
I'll just
There we go.
outweight him.
Lodon Opolnito.
Not to be remembered.
Bless you.
Emissary, the hammer's for you. This staff, I think. We'll see if Melt wants it more than me.
I appreciate this,
Oh, very nice.
Lord Marquis. Thank you. I mean, Lord Zahad.
Please stop with the. Just Zahad now.
I keep on hearing the others.
Just Zahad.
They are confusing
No,
to
no,
hear
no.
them say. Yeah.
My High Lord Zahad, Marquis of Zahad.
Of course, Marquis.
I'm like talking.
Yeah. As several people walking down the street say hello to Lord Marquis Zahad as you guys are walking and like doing the bow.
Are you carrying the sign? Oh, of course.
They only show proper deference to Zahad. Let them.
The sign is mandatory.
The sign is. No.
It's like a banner, like strapped to his back. You know, like how some swordsmen used to. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh!
Yeah, like a big placard.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah.
Oh, that's so bad. All right, we come back to the room.
I imagine that like Emissary is Zahad's personal hype man, kind of like giving me, but more serious, but genie energy from Aladdin.
Oh,
He's just like, do you know who this guy is?
Yeah.
oh my gosh!
He
it's
fought
so
100
embarrassing.
bad guys with swords.
That's right. That's awesome.
Embarrassing. Anyway,
What
Good
was
morning. Oh,
transpiring Melt and Nasara while they were shopping?
Remind me how close to the outside we are. Like,
There's
Sarah-
windows.
Cerebell's gone. I
Yep.
mean, like the wilderness to town. How close is the wilderness to town?
I mean, it's a old West style town, so it's just flat plains, no trees.
When you say Old West, do you mean like I'm going to find a rattler next to a tumbleweed?
Pretty much.
Cool. Then I am going to.
There are no snakes.
Oh, don't even.
Actually, the tumbleweeds are a gang, and they're like fighting the rattlesnakes. So
I have now in my repertoire locate animals or plants.
Oh.
So if there is a snake, I will within 5 miles
Oh, goodness.
of me. I will know where it is.
Okay, give me a D100. Call the number.
call the number.
34. That's a 70 or a 7, depending on how you look at it. I did not do it.
Not close enough. You need to be within 25.
Well,
There's not one within 5 miles.
okay. Well, then I'm out of ideas. I guess we're going downstairs to get food now that the lady isn't suspicious anymore because we
mean,
know who she
I'm
is.
confirming that Murphy's alive. Like, that's really what I want from this.
He's probably fine.
Fine.
Walk over, give me a medicine check, Melt.
Do there be pulse? Like, it's very important. Because I know who I'm blaming if something's happened. Like, there's this lady downstairs that likes to do weird things with food.
Whoa, children's show.
Wow.
He has a pulse.
Okay, good.
It is very steady.
Okay.
You do not see him move at all. It's almost like he's a statue.
Huh.
But there is a pulse.
Okay. Not. It's a problem for later.
Yeah, and as you go to leave his room, sits upright in his bed and yells out, "Dang whippersnappers, I'm trying to sleep!" And then back down on the pillow.
Yo, you peaked a little hard there.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. He's 100% fine. Wow. Okay.
Going down into the main hall area. Do we see anybody this early?
There's people in the tavern.
Did Mom say we were supposed to meet her? Cool. Then I'm gonna stay put because that means I'll come get you when I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Commence, Melt, and Nasara have awkward breakfast, I guess.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm letting you eat first because I'm still like this.
I
bet.
As Moonbreeze comes over, what you having this morning, darling?
I don't suppose we have that dwarven root baked casserole yet.
It'll be ready by sundown.
I don't know when we're leaving.
You still be taking it with you.
I appreciate it. In that case, let's look over at Melt. I don't know what's traditionally water. As a breakfast stew,
you said the water guy drinks water. Oh my gosh!
Listen,
he eats
my
lettuce
mom's
and
a
watermelon and
dwarf.
cucumbers.
I wanted a dwarven meal. His mom's a water elemental. I assume he'd want a taste of home and comfort during this time of tribulation. This is
Melt
a world
wants
of
salt and a glass of water.
if that's what he
wow.
wants.
No.
Let's just fully commit to being bad.
Traditional food's fine. Just no additives this time. It'd be nice.
If it makes you feel any better, I can cast purify food and drink now.
That's fair.
She looks at you and says, "Darling, no hard feelings. I'm sorry."
Uh-huh.
Or are you one of those guys that thinks mayonnaise is spicy?
No.
Okay.
No. Mayonnaise is fine.
Man wants his mayonnaise.
All right, mayonnaise it is for Melt.
I'm not there yet. You haven't introduced us.
fine. It's fine. The voice in my head's telling me weird things. It's okay.
Okay.
So, just eggs, fruit,
Sounds good.
whatever.
Like some grits or oatmeal.
Grits would be fantastic.
Sure. I don't know that I'm necessarily, but yeah, that'll be new.
Melt, since you be a water folk, that'd be
Mhm.
oats that are crushed and mixed with water.
Oh. Okay.
Grits is corn. But
Close enough. And she walks away.
okay.
Wow. Okay.
Very concerned about the grits.
I mean, it can't be worse than the pie.
That's fair.
That's very fair.
She comes back with a plate of some poached eggs, some hard-boiled eggs, over easy, sunny side up. Well done.
She
And
cooked
some
50
scrambled.
eggs for this meal.
He knew you were coming.
Oh, okay. I'm not here yet.
Uh,
I'm just being loud.
and then a bowl of grits and oatmeal. You let me know if you need anything else, okay, darling?
Will do. Thank you very kindly.
About this point, Zahad emissary, you walk into the tavern and see them sitting at your table.
Flourish with the cape again. Hello, my dear compatriots.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. We've returned.
Did-
Melt, I have grabbed this staff that we discussed before. Here.
Oh. Very nice.
How is our friend the shopkeep?
Oh, I'm going to make sure he rues the day forever.
Keep up the good work.
I've been told I need new hobbies.
Yeah. I feel this is a fair one for someone of your stature and influence.
Okay, so that's not a size joke. I see. Oh, good.
No, it's there aren't many politics out here. I don't think.
No, I just don't like him because he
tried to
with Kieran.
death contract our friend who is no
Yes.
longer with us. Yes, I do remember. He is not a nice man, which is why I do not frown upon you tormenting him so.
Gently.
Oh yes, I mean
For
we're
now-
not
for now.
murdering him, just making him
No.
uncomfortable. I don't know when we are leaving. My mother didn't say where we're meeting her, so I'm assuming we're meant to stay put.
No, I believe we should go ahead and start moving. Personally,
That's
she's a woman
very
of
well.
exceptional talent, as you have made so evidently aware.
But I believe that she intended to take us by teleportation.
Yes, we can teleport in from ISO's domain to the other node.
If I don't know where to find her, do you know someone else who can teleport us to Iso's domain?
We can walk. The carriage is still very suitable.
The carriage is very suitable, but that will take 3 days, will it not?
Or 2 days. Or maybe 3 days? Yeah, something like that. It takes a couple of days. That's right. She said she was going to try to, right? She was going to.
Yeah.
Well, if waiting is what we're going to do, then
Melt,
Yes.
can you send messages now? You could poke her.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That is fair.
Although my dwarven roulette will not be ready until this evening. But that is hardly important in comparison to the other things on our to-do list.
I can send to her if we wish to ascertain arrival times.
That would be beneficial, I believe.
Okay.
I do, before we leave, want to go check in on the smithy to see if if the dwarven apprentice made his way back, or if he was among the fallen. If no one is wearing the chainmail he made, I believe it's only fitting that we return it to him.
Yeah.
As a work as masterful as this belongs with no one other than its creator.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that over here. Let's do that in the actual ETT. Yeah. Over here.
All right. So what else is on the agenda for today?
I'm casting Ascending at that point.
Okay.
To Nazara's mother. And it's all right. Master Zahad inquires as to your arrival time with the gifts to help with planning of his day.
Oh. Planning of my day, is that correct, Melt? Oh, I see. Yes, of course. I must know everything before any decisions can be made on my day. Isn't that right, emissary?
Yes.
Milt is such a holy man. I know you're going to be spending your day devoutly in prayer. Isn't that right?
Praying to the library, perhaps.
I don't necessarily remember that being what I was going to do today, Master Zahad.
Well, I have to know everything before I can choose. But you are a man of many beliefs.
Did you not just ask me to ask, like...
No, Nasara did.
Oh. That's fair.
A minute passes. 2 minutes pass.
Go figure.
3 minutes pass.
Oh, that's great.
She left you on red, Milt.
Yeah, she may have. It's fine.
10 minutes has passed.
Can I have 50 more eggs?
I believe that I'm done with my breakfast, so I'm gonna stand up and go to the smithy. If you do hear back from my mother, please do let me know.
Well, certainly will.
Emissary, please go with Nasara. I will sit here and eat the remaining 78 eggs.
Are you certain, Zahad?
Yes, I shall eat them all.
Very well.
Do not forget your breadsticks.
Oh, you presume that I didn't eat them on the road.
I will join Nasara.
They were very microwaved. No butter.
Wow.
Well, I think we've fully thrown Andrew for a loop. He's making one of those faces like, oh, what am I going to do with them?
What is going
on? Shall we then? Do you mind carrying the chainmail?
Of course.
Thank you. It is kind of heavy.
Yes, it is very heavy. But I have it. Thank you.
Awesome. To the smithy. Andrew.
Let's go.
Is the dwarf back?
There is a dwarf working in the smithy.
Good morning, Earthkin. I believe this belongs to you. It's good to see that you're back at the forge. Present the chainmail back to him and appraise whether or not he's been horribly mutilated by the last couple days of events.
He kind of squints over at you and is like, Oh, yeah. Appreciate you freeing me.
Indeed, we are happy to have been of assistance. Um, is the big cranky guy here whose name I forget? His
What is his name? Yeah.
The
mentor?
Goliath,
Yeah, the
Arak
cranky.
Wise Walker, and a
Yeah,
Kaluku.
Luku.
is he around?
Yeah, he is.
I'm just gonna give him all the smug side eye, I told you so, and ignore him and say, well, it was a pleasure to meet the craftsman behind such a beautiful piece. May I have your name?
Why do you want with that piece?
Just to sing the praises of your work, but if you're uncomfortable, that is perfectly fine. I will merely have to brag upon your mentor and this establishment instead, as I have their names.
Well, I mean, that's crap.
I see that you take a lot of pride in your craftsmanship. To the untrained eye, unfortunately, I do not have the gift that my mother has. This is remarkable, but I understand if it is not your highest caliber of work. I don't intend to parade around with it. I was intending to return it to you.
Just
But-
throw it in the fire.
Recycling, how thrifty.
Maybe
Yeah.
I can salvage something out of that. Maybe
Amos.
make a paperweight.
Emissary, do you mind doing as the gentle dwarf says?
I will look at the dwarf and I'll ask him if he's certain. Are you certain this is? But of course, yes, I can.
Here, let me show you why it's crap, okay? And he pulls it out and he says, "You see this link right here?
Yes.
It's broke." As he pulls a piece of metal out of it.
Okay.
That's just like regular piece of metal. I snapped it as I was finishing up, so it's worthless.
Oh.
Could you not just repair the single link that has been damaged?
No, it was all forged as one piece.
Obviously, my understanding of chainmail is rudimentary. I apologize for any offense.
Here, let me show you. And he takes and he grabs right there and shakes, and the entire shirt, just like if it was made of string, unravels, and it's a complete solid one-piece chain. As you see, each one feeds into the next. It's not, as normal chainmail, they do individual links. He has basically taken a solid piece of steel and worked it into being those chains.
That is most impressive. Master Emissary, if you would please do as the dwarf says and put it in the reclamation area.
I just wish I'd gotten some of that good steel from in the mine.
Did we get any of that? Emissary, do we have any of that?
I think Tim froze.
Yeah.
Emissary, did we happen to...
Forgive me, I was lost in a memory briefly. I apologize. What?
That's all right. Did we happen to procure any of that special ore from that cave?
Oh, I thought, yes, Zahad, yes, he took, yes, I believe, okay, Zahad we do have some ore. It is back in the bag of holding that. Zahad has, yes.
Very well. If you will excuse us, Master Dwarf, we have some other business to attend to. If we do not see you again, I understand that you were disappointed in your craftsmanship, but your apprenticeship is just it's still underway, and I see promise in your ability. High praise. Goodbye.
Praise for failure as you hear him hitting the hammer.
Dwarves. Okay,
Head on back.
head on back.
Give me perception checks, you two.
Sure. 14.
You said perception.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 19.
That's nice.
As you are walking towards the tavern, you notice another gentleman is also walking towards the tavern.
Kill him. Zero hesitation.
Does he look?
What-
Yeah.
What does this gentleman look like?
You know exactly who the gentleman is, Nasara.
I'm gonna not make does he notice us? Is he staring? Like what?
He has noticed you.
Great. I just smile and nod, and once he comes into a reasonable talking distance, because we're both going to the same place. Good morning, Gail. It is lovely to see you again.
And you as well. Excuse me, good sir. May I steal Ness for a moment, please?
Yes, Nazara, are you okay with this gentleman?
That's fine. Could you do me a favor and see if Zahad will part with a pound or so of ore for that dwarf and his mentor?
Yes, I will inquire as such. And I'll look at her, then look at the guy, look back at her, and if she gives me the nod, then I'll go inside and I'll give her a nod. So I'll leave him alone.
I suppose that you've been assigned as part of the reclamation.
Yes, they have asked that I help reestablish the node and make sure ISO and their child are taken care of. It's been a while. How have you been?
As well as one could be given the circumstances, I suppose. I've found purpose again, which is nice. I do hope that reclamation goes well and that you're able to rise to the call of leadership as effortlessly and as precisely as is expected, and that we do not have any more issues with ISO's node.
We hope not. Sorry, my bluntness. Did I do something wrong?
I'm afraid I do not understand your question. The dissolution of our arrangement was difficult and came during a difficult time in my life. The failure of the trial and the loss of my title and promised rank I don't believe you've done anything wrong per se. It just, I had my whole life planned out and it was lost in a moment. So
They told me it was your decision not to continue forward.
that is very interesting. I was not told whose decision it was, just that it was decided. I do not know why it was portrayed as my choice. But you are a strong and intelligent man, and whoever is so blessed to be your partner at the node will be very happy, I presume. I do not think that that can be me because I have yet to pass my trial, and things continue to change in my life, and I have other obligations. But I did not choose that ending, and I had thought, at least in some part, that you had. So it's good to know that the elders, as ever, are, or the council, as ever, is playing their cards. I apologize if you perceived any insult from me, but I have nothing but the highest respect for you.
And I for you, and I figured that it didn't matter whether you had passed or not, that you would still come with me.
I would have liked to have heard that 2 years ago, my dear Whisper, but
I tried. They
I
said you
believe
didn't
you.
want any contact with me, and so I
They,
thought I had done something wrong.
you have not done something wrong, and I apologize that you have been so misinformed. My situation as of current is such that I cannot walk away. I owe a debt of loyalty and camaraderie to the group I'm with now, and we have a purpose still, and that purpose must be seen to completion. We have to go check on the other node. We have to check on other places in the continent. If it were not for them, we never would have found ISO. This call to adventure, my failing, it's all starting to make sense for the first time. And I apologize if that hurts you. But we will travel together there, but I will have to leave. And I'm sorry that what we should have had cannot be.
I hear you and understand, but I pray that he stops and looks away for a second. May I still communicate with you while you're on your adventure?
Please do. It would be lovely to continue to hear of Iso and her child, and that you and the node are doing well. It is good to see and hear from you, despite everything.
Yes, I'm glad to have at least cleared the air. I didn't expect you to be here, to be honest. You see him kind of turn away, kind of hands in the pockets. It was a pleasant surprise.
I can't say that I imagined to see you here either. But it was a pleasant surprise. And I do hope that we are able to foster friendship once more between us. And good luck to you and your endeavors and whatever it is that the council has planned.
Definitely. Thank you for speaking with me. I'll leave you to your comrades' nests. But yeah. And with that, he turns and walks back towards the church.
Vomit. And I turn
Hey.
and I go to
And
the
you see
end,
Zahad,
and I go to the
and he has
end,
a bowl, and it's empty of popcorn.
and I'm sitting down at the
Nasara.
table, and I put my head down, and I just feel the cool wood on my very flushed face as I try to gain composure because that was awful.
Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Zahad, naturally, the second emissary says Nasara's talking to someone,
Yeah.
would have gotten up and out and watched the whole time.
Okay.
What is Gale? What do they look
Yeah.
like?
Is he a human? Yeah. What's he?
Hello?
They're an air ganassi.
Oh.
And
So kind of like pale silvery skin, sort of soft, pillowy, light blue hair.
Always seems to be like flowing in the wind.
Always coiffed, just like
Mhm.
very like breezy all around. A little androgynous, but more mask presenting.
It's like Tempest a little bit. Or?
I never read Tempest as NB mask leaning, but sure, if
True.
that's what Tempest
Yeah.
is.
I-
I
Was that a nod?
I
But
Fair.
so just probably walking around with a very intricate, like shining silver bow and a white quiver full of arrows. Like it's very much an archer body type, like ranger.
Build. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nasara.
Zahad.
I can't help but notice a few things. I pull out my notebook. If you would be so kind as to describe to me, what does Dear Whisper mean in this context?
Gale Whisperwind was my fiance before I failed my trial. We were engaged by the will of the elders. We are no longer engaged.
I'm gonna do this to my head, then do this to some papers, then fold the papers up, and I put them in my sending bag. Mm-hmm.
There's not much else to tell.
That's fine. I have all I need. Nasara,
Please do not make this a thing.
No, I just wanted to say it is good to see people who are kind to you.
He is very kind, and I fear that our relationship meant more to him than it did to me.
That is a thing that happens. And for the record, yes, I wanted his name so I could put it in the notifications thing for if it turns out we all die.
That, I appreciate that. It would be good to follow up with him. And
but we will speak with him on the carriage. For now, I need to see a man about a bar.
A bar? Oh, yes. The dwarf. He would not give me his name, but Lord Wisdom, what you call it? Yeah. Altar? Was that his name? The smithy.
The main
yeah.
I just thought it might be nice to gift them some of the material. you wouldn't mind.
That's a dice fairy, so I think we get inspiration.
I was in a very good mood. Miss Kate makes her very happy.
I'm a good dice fairy wrangler.
Yeehaw!
Her hair's getting long, yeah.
Yeah. Andrew won't let me cut it.
No, it looks nice. It looks good.
Yeah, that looks right there.
Cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark that inspiration. Thank you. Excellent. That's good. Let's go see this dwarf. Shall we go all together?
Yeah.
For
Murphy?
while Zahad is outside and I have emissary by himself, seems like emissary.
Yes.
How does Zahad know, like, take by rejection or like indifference?
Well, that's a good question. Since I've been around him, I will say he has been around for a long time. He deals with matters of state. He is well versed in both the. He will take it well.
Okay.
Are you referring to something in particular?
No, I'm just thinking that Nasara's mother may not be as into him as he seems to think she might be. So, because she still hasn't responded, and I think that's probably like a
you said my
unwritten
name.
message there.
Because you said my name, you've messed up now.
That's
Totally your fault.
No, I think no. So yes, I do not think he will. Yeah.
I 100% thought you were talking about your brother.
Dewdrop
or your sister, or really both of your parents. Or let us away, compatriots of mine. Yes.
Yes.
And yes, I did eat all the eggs they had.
That's fine.
Someone rolled me there.
Do you wish to get on my back against?
No, I'm just joking. Okay. Sorry. we walked this smithy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful. As you get there, there are two people working in different forges. Share the same fire.
Two dwarves. Come on.
No, one dwarf and one
Goliath.
Okay, so the main dude and the dwarf. Okay.
Somebody remind me of the situation. So
the Goliath dude runs a place, and the dwarf was the smithy who was captured, and we freed him, and he came back.
The one who made the art, that really good chainmail. Yeah.
Well,
in
cool. Fact, the chainmail is it is no good. He demonstrated how there was a single broken link, and he was able to unravel it in one shake of his fist. It was quite impressive how he did that.
Okay.
But he was able to make it back here alive.
If that's his bad work, I would really like to see good work.
But Nasara, you had in mind to give some of the ore to.
Well, if we are giving him ore, it's only polite we ask him to make something with it. Not all of it, but just something. Do we have anything in mind?
We could have him make a symbol of Spendanda to remember Kieran by. Or something more practical. I'm not quite sure what sort of magical properties this ore will imbue to whatever is crafted.
Do we need to ask him?
What I remember.
Yeah. Do we know much about the ore? Yeah.
Yes. I rolled really good. This metal can be used to make basically very rare magic items.
Oh, that's right.
But it can be used, meaning it is not currently magical. It's probably what your new mall is made out of. Is that a fair assessment, Andrew?
It could be made out of that. You didn't inspect it to see.
But very high quality. So,
but it's very, very high.
Let me view your mall and let me do a history check.
I have not yet unwrapped it. I appreciate the wrapping. Do I need to? Okay.
You open it and it's inside a box.
I'll take out
you open the box and there's another box. Add another box.
I keep on doing that. And
Yeah, there's about 75 boxes before you actually get to the mall.
Was his name Andrew?
Yes.
I think I hate him.
Likewise.
Gives a hug, yeah. And there's boxes everywhere on the floors.
Yep.
We're just outside. Just
okay, outside on the street. Yeah. Yeah. As you look at them all, I'll start to pick up the boxes and I'll find a trash can. But you can inspect it. Yeah.
Yeah. As you inspect them all, it actually is not made of this metal. You feel that if the person who made this quality of mall had this metal, it probably would have other properties to it than just a +3.
So how could you look at diplomacy? What is this made out of? Oh,
Miss Gorse. Oh my god. I can lift it.
As you do inspect diplomacy, you do notice that diplomacy is made of this metal, but was not done by a master craftsman.
That's curious.
It's very. I mean, yes, it's the metal, but the working is not as good. I would still hold on to it.
Of course.
Because the DM wouldn't do this as explicitly after I spent 170 gold to get you a +3 mall.
Well,
that's dirtbag, bad person, stupid fool. Certainly wouldn't.
No.
I think this might be an investment.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the future.
Let's see about just having some bars made. Or perhaps a holy symbol would be nice. You said Spadanda?
Yes, for Kieran. But if there's a different symbol, we could have him make perhaps a circlet with all the god symbols.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Zahad on the inside of his jacket has a symbol of each god.
That's true. That's true.
So we do technically have something like that. I want to look up something real quick.
But as far as that is a good idea, when another one of us falls, we can simply remember them. So we should each make one for Ambriel and for Spindonda and Melt. Forgive me. Sea-Doo, that's right. Sea-Doo, yeah.
I do not want to plan for anybody else's demise.
Well, just in case you, Dinosaur, what is forgive me, my memory is
Orochi.
Orochi.
And I flick my earring.
That's right,
yeah. Emissary, give me a history check.
Here, you're making a roll. Bap.
Is that a
add a d6.
So here's the roll. And here's the d6. Oh, not gonna be great. 14.
You have never heard. Yep. You have never heard that god's name before or seen that symbol.
Orochi. I am unfamiliar with. I've noticed your earrings, but I was not familiar that was a symbol of your god, Asara. You do not have to. We can talk later. But I am curious.
I'll make this really simple. I'll pull out some papers. I'll dap my wand on it, and I just offload various texts about Orochi.
Thank you.
Light reading.
I'll start reading it.
There's not a ton on Orochi.
The single paper.
Yeah.
So it says just like god of time, or they're.
It basically says time began when Orochi appeared at the convergence.
That's right.
And started the time of divergence. And unlike the other deities, Orochi isn't really seen by people. Occasionally people worship him as the god of time, but nobody really knows for sure.
Got it. Okay. Thank you,
It's very much actually for sure. Here, these are my private thoughts about Orochi.
And there's like
A whole reading.
75, 100 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put in my backpack for now. Yeah.
Excellent. Now let's talk to this dwarf and see if we can awaken something within him. I kick the door and I go, "Ow, my foot!" And then I kick the door open.
It's an open forge.
Yeah. Oh well, where'd this door come from?
Your hands are stuck to the door, as are your feet.
I fireball myself and the door.
Anyway, as you guys walk in, they are working and don't seem to take any notice that you are there.
Greetings, it is I, Zahad. Be not afraid.
Yeah, we saw you kick the door.
Yes, but that was real. Then where'd it go after I kicked it?
We're not really sure. It just shows up sometimes.
Excellent. I come bearing with me Viatrim, raw Viatrim.
They both stop, and like drop their tools and turn and look at you. Say what?
I have some raw Viatrim.
Can we inspect the quality of the Viatrim?
What could you do with it if I gave it to you?
The
I understand it is relatively rare.
Kind of scratches back of his head. Well, depending on the quality of the Viatrim, it can make some arrows, staffs, weapons, armor. If I could get it to the right temperature, I could make some mithril armor. Be really good. Type armor be real. It have the same properties of it, the lightness and the whatnot. But it could be stronger, more durable. It could make a great hammer. Probably could even conduct some elements to it if imbued correctly.
Let's say we make a symbol of Spendanda, a totem, if you would. And could you make for me a crown?
A crown of what?
I'm not sure.
A crown befitting someone of his station.
It's not for me.
Oh. Well.
I mean, we could definitely do that. I do want to warn you, if it's high quality Viatrim and we make a symbol of the gods, it could be volatile.
All right, real quick, a history check, or no, give me religion. I'll do a religion check.
Yep.
I'm opening up filing cabinets. I'm going all in. Good. Boop, 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 boo.
Okay.
I'm gonna expend a point of Thurgic Insight die.
He is making this thing happen.
You're gonna tell me what I want to know, Andrew. Okay. Math. Man. Okay. Uh, 29.
29. All right. What are you wanting to know?
I want to know everything about the sentence he just said. Volatile magical item of the gods.
So, Viatrim, as you're searching through it, when used to make symbols of deities, is usually given to clerics, to casters. It becomes a focus. It becomes an embodiment of that god's power, depending on the quality of the Viatrim. The better the purity of the Viatrim, the stronger it becomes. So, if this Viatrim is of really good quality, there's a chance that if you make a symbol of Spendanda, you may imbue it with the power of the change and the storm.
Wow.
Ha! That's my power. I killed him. All right, so then with that check, I'll do another one if you want. What happens if somebody makes something that has a symbol of each deity?
With Viatrim, it has not been done.
Oh boy. I would like a crown with each symbol of the deities on it. All in equal portion size, wrapping all the way around the crown.
That would be cool.
We're
Here-
making an ultimate magic item, you guys.
Here is your iron, or excuse me, here is your Viatrim.
Okay. Do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you roll D100s.
Oh boy.
This is the purity of your Viatrim.
Cool. I need you guys to roll high.
Wow.
Boink.
Okay.
Ooh.
D100.
Ooh.
76?
77,
76.
yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know.
what-
I don't know why I did it twice though. I didn't did it once. That's 26. Yeah, 77.
Roll that beam footage. Let's go.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. Oh,
whoa, nice.
Well done, Tempest.
Nice.
I'm gonna spend all my remaining points to crit this and get 100.
You have
Wow.
5. Okay. As they start inspecting your Viatrim, initially they're like, okay, this is really good. And as they keep looking, like, suddenly, like, both of their jaws hit the floor. And they look at you and go, where did you find pure Viatrim?
Some were forgotten.
Like, they're just sitting there speechless.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, gentlemen. Shall we make some magic?
One more time. This is for the weight. I need
You said I
each
have
of-
enough for 4 bars.
I understand.
A bar of. Go ahead. I did math. I did the math before.
What is a bar weigh, typically?
Well, it depends on the metal.
Exactly. I was going to see if you had more than that. So I need each of you to please roll 2d8s and add them together.
Okay.
If I spend my 5, does that get me 16 or does that get me 8?
That gets you 16.
We can use an inspiration to re-roll it if we want to.
That is correct.
I will do that.
I will.
Oh, it's the same thing. Come on. Okay, one more? Last one. Oh, baby.
I'm going to use my inspirations to crit. So
Okay.
I'm at 16.
I can't fix this.
14.
I'm
I
out
can
of
give it.
points.
I will give it an inspiration. I have like a couple left.
You are too kind.
Take one more.
Something. No, you sure?
Yeah, take one more. That's all I got. Sorry,
Okay.
I have like yeah.
Tim,
That's
what
good
did you
bet.
get?
14.
14. So, and then I
Hold on.
didn't see.
14, 8, 16.
Mine didn't come through. There it
Oh,
goes.
they did.
14.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So, 28. That's 42, 44. That's 52 pounds. So you have enough for 5.2 bars.
Okay.
Most weapons would take less than half a bar.
Not asking about weapons.
I know.
What's the average weight of a crown? Hold up, 1 second.
Well, but he probably mixes it with other metals, right? It's not, or is it pure
You-
Viatrim? I guess. Yeah. No. Well, a gold crown would weigh more than a
I know.
an aluminum crown. How much is that?
Average, a typical full gold crown weighs between 2 to 3 grams. That can't be right.
Mm.
There we
Oh,
go,
wow.
2.2 pounds.
Hmm.
The imperial
Yeah.
state crown measures 2.2 pounds.
It's
Yeah,
very
I would
thin.
say for the crown, you're probably asking for, you're looking about 3 pounds, 3 to 4 pounds.
Yeah.
So basically, any item that you make will be about half a bar. Just between the heating, the beating, you're gonna have some
Curing.
So one
some
bar,
sloughing off and
is that
things
4
of that
pounds
nature.
per bar? No, what did you say it was? It was how many pounds per bar?
Well, you've got 52 pounds.
Oh, 52 pounds. That's what you said. Okay.
And you have 5.2, so a bar is
Yeah.
10 pounds of
Yeah.
Vietrim when it is melted down.
Got it.
And this is pure Vietrim at 10 pounds. But 10 pounds is the bar measurement for Vietrim.
Yeah.
And then they stamp the quality into it.
Nice.
Nice.
So you said this will take 3 pounds to make the crown?
Roughly, yeah.
So we have 2 pounds of metal. What else do we want, gang? I know a longsword's weight is on average about 3 pounds. But that's including the crossguard hilt.
Right, as I said, it'd be about half a bar for each item.
What about like even like a shield? How much that would be? A lot more, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
I was thinking.
Well,
we could-
generally speaking, shields weren't just made all metal. That's super heavy and ridiculous. It was wood reinforced with metal.
Got it.
Well, but I'm wondering if we can get a spell guard shield out of it because it's going to have other properties.
Well,
Because melt could use the. I mean,
Also, like emissary shield does kind of sound nice as like an ancient artifact.
yeah. I have some other. Yeah, I mean the maul was still. I guess it's only a 2-handed weapon, which he normally uses, but.
a warhammer is the same price. I could just walk in, yell at him for giving me the wrong sized hammer when I want a warhammer.
Could do that with a shield. That's true. Andrew.
What about a wand?
Oh, you need a wand versus a hod. Oh my goodness.
I mean, this
supercharged
is wood, so it's very, very light. But I mean, a wand anyone could use. I wonder what it could do.
I mean,
No, let me think. Actually,
We could also have them make jewelry out of it, and then I have identify now. Like a ring
yeah, a ring.
or a necklace.
That is true.
we could have him make a set of rings with the Zahad emblem in them, and just see if they interlink somehow.
That's interesting.
Sending rings.
Yeah. Or just like telepathic.
Are we
rings kind of
making
thing, yeah.
the rings of power right now? The bad guy.
That's right.
I don't know what's going on, but Murphy over there lost a lot of weight, and he is bald, and he's been talking about eating fish.
Yeah.
If I may, I'm gonna ask for, I guess, a intelligence check for Zahad. I want to know the best use I could make of the rest of the metal besides the crown. I feel like the crown needs to be made one way or another. Andrew?
I would say you've already, with that you've gotten with that 29 as you were talking through stuff. I would say there's going to be the charge for their workmanship as well. So, the normal.
Yes, but making something from metal, the refining process and everything, that takes days.
Yes. Like they're going to have to do all that and then do the forging and things of that nature. So it's going to take time for them to do this. And you're going to have to pay for their labor. And so you're probably you're probably going to be able to get 5 items at most, one being the crown. And it can be anything you want, but you don't know how it's going to turn out, what the other properties are going to be, if that makes sense. Because Viatrim, especially at 100% purity, soaks up other properties, kind of like artifacts do in D&D. So they may have major or minor benefits. They kind of soak up the magic from the world around.
It's so magic from the world around. That's very interesting. I am
Sounds like a ring of spell
compelled
storing to me.
to make a magical item that consumes magic in the way that I do.
Like how so? Like
You want something that siphons magic?
It can
oh.
maybe restore spell slots. I can do if I just do my thing near the forge the whole time while they're working on the
Oh.
metal.
A rod of absorption?
No, this is probably gonna be
Okay.
a custom item.
Like a class feature kind of thing, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, your class feature worked into the ring itself or something.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just worry about the forge in the background and get on with the rest of the game. Because I got ideas here, and I want a crown, but it's not for me, I think. I might wear it, but I don't think it's destined for me, if that makes sense.
They say they'll get started on the smelting process of everything. But basically, so you're going to be 52 pounds. If you give them everything, you would be able to get 4 other custom-made.
I think what he's saying is let's pretend that we told them what we wanted and move on with the story. Because
Well, yeah, it's going to be you're going to give me an item that you want it to be, and then it'll be randomized and built, kind of thing.
Okay.
So we can definitely talk about that later, but it will cost you all of it, and they will take the other half of the metal for their payment to do whatever they want with.
Yeah.
Super fair.
Okay.
Well,
they
that
kind
took no time at all.
Wow. They still, as you leave, like they're handling it like it's the most precious thing they've ever seen in the world. You know, yeah, very much so.
Okay.
Wow, I'm parched.
As we leave, I'll kind of just over the cuff, like directed at the dwarf. Show us what someone can do at their peak. Or show us what
Mel-
one. Show us what one's best work would be.
Yeah.
Multi-class it into Bard over here.
I mean, he's just mystified that was crap.
Yeah.
The dwarf's book. It's like, what the heck?
As he looks and says, very well. And he reaches into his pack and he says, this is the first item that I think I have ever gotten as close to perfection as it can get. And he pulls... No. He pulls out a knife. Looks almost like a Bowie knife. Yep. And it is razor thin. Jeez. He takes a hair from his beard and drops it, and it splits it down the middle of the hair. The entire length.
It's impressive.
I didn't see a sheath. That's dangerous.
His hand falls off.
You could drop it and you'd have to run because it would just go.
Yeah.
So,
And he takes it and he puts it back in his bag.
what is that bag made out of?
He says, that was the second item that I got almost perfect.
Okay.
Very good. Wow, it's
But
impressive.
that is the standards that I have for myself.
I'm going to go pee. Zahad leaves.
Should I assist you, Marquis?
Not this time, friend.
Very good. Yeah, we will take off. Yeah.
All right.
So still no word from her mother, right?
Mm-mm.
Sounds like we're gonna go without her. Okay.
I think we just hang out for a bit.
The dwarven root bake is gonna be ready by this evening. Let's
Yep.
take it out.
All right. Anything else you're doing around town?
I believe that's everything.
Emissary, do you want to get a shield made? If that's true, then I can go and harass Mandrew to change the hammer to us. No? All right.
Although a shield would benefit my defense, but it is not something I am used to using. I prefer, and he holds up the heft of them all. I prefer this. Yeah.
Well, if I may, with this metal, I'm having a crown made. Nisara, what would you have made?
Maybe some new earrings.
Perhaps a mask?
I wanted to speak with you about that actually in private.
Fair. But some earrings would be very nice. I'll write
If
this
you're
down.
if you're walking to harass the shopkeep,
It's been a couple hours. I think it's time to go back, yes.
I will join you, as it's somewhat relevant to that. I think I've decided on my favor.
Hold that thought. Melt, if you wish to have something made with via trim, what would it be? There's no knowing what it would end up doing.
Interesting.
It could be a symbol of Sea-Doo. Could be a pair of spectacles. Manacles. A belt. Teeth fillings.
I think the amulet to Sea-Doo would be most interesting to see what might happen of such a merging, or such of an item of such making.
Emissary.
Yes, Marquis.
Every time with this marquee business. What would you have made for yourself, given the opportunity?
I would have to give it some thought, Zahad. I have everything I need right here, but I appreciate the thought.
You know, you could have ears made.
I can hear just fine, but thank you.
A beard, perhaps. We could give you hair.
A Viatrim beard. Would it have some special properties that I could use in battle?
I presume as much. My beard conceals my second jaw, which is I find to be very valuable.
And probably a Viatrim beard that I could fire off the small nettles into an opponent's face as I hit them with my maul.
That seems... Who hurt you?
I stepped on a porcupine when I first came to my village.
But you're made of metal. How did it...
It was a very special
special
porcupine.
Jinx.
Yes,
am-
I see.
Yeah. I am more carbon fiber, if you're familiar with that term, than metal. So, although tougher than metal. So
Yes,
yeah,
we're
both
fine.
are
Yes, of course, I know things. Well, if I could make a recommendation for you, Emissary.
Of course.
Perhaps something to modify yourself.
I look down at my what?
No, for Warforged, such as yourself, you can have a docent made.
A docent. I am not familiar with that term.
Are docents a thing in this world, Andrew?
I'm not sure what that is.
Yes, they technically are. You guys know that because of the Pokeball. That was the docent. Essentially.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
pulling from another game for you guys, but yes.
Okay.
Technically, a docent is a thing.
I'm sorry, what would that do again? What are you suggesting?
A docent is a power source for the Warforged. So in
Oh, I see.
Eberron,
Oh, that's right.
docents,
Yes.
docents are what powered the giant.
We saw that last game, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, got it. Okay.
Yep. And to be fair, I never played in Eberron, and when I did that, and then just literally just now, Colin, when you said that, I made the connection of what that was. But yeah, no, that was the randomization, and it just happened to be the same thing. Go figure.
Yeah.
It's a little different, but yeah, it could be described as a docent.
So would it take the place of my existing power source? Is that what you're suggesting, or would it?
No, it would be an
augment
addition.
mine?
Just a thought.
That is curious. I would.
I think Murphy would like maybe a mouth harp.
Mouth harp.
You know, it's a doing, ding, doing, ding, doing, ding, doing. One of those.
He would.
It's called the mouth harp. I looked this up while we were at breakfast.
That is very interesting.
Perhaps a smoking pipe. What else would Murphy like? Most of his things are leather or made of wood.
Yeah, he is one with the world around him. He is,
Sure, he would have ideas, but now may not be the best time to ask him.
Maybe a terrarium.
Oh.
A walking stick or a totem.
A walking stick,
Might
yeah.
be good. Oh, we're here. 1 moment. Give me 5 minutes. I just need Andrew, and I just walk in. I just harass him for.
We're closed. No, we're closed.
That's funny. The sign, which I like rip off, says they're open. Terrible shame, man.
Yeah, just gonna casually thaumaturgy the sign around.
Just right next to the counter, there's this photo of Zahad. It's like,
yeah, do not.
No service.
Yeah, no service.
I whip out some glasses. That's not me, man. Drew, I was thinking about, and I just bother him for 5 minutes and come back.
It's low down.
Man, Drew, you tease.
Man, Drew.
You know, if you're not going to use my name, then I'm just going to ignore you.
All right. I reach out like a cat next to something next to the corner of a table, like very slowly.
It's all magic stuff. It won't break. It's fine.
Oh, but this is glass. It's not enchanted. I can tell. I could just
do that.
Very gently.
And he grabs it. No!
Oh, man, Drew, welcome back. I missed you. Where's
Who
your
was doing that?
Yeah, no,
restrooms outside out back. Only for paying customers.
I would like some socks.
He pulls out little bitty socks.
I put one on each finger. They don't have a price tag, so thank you.
Good luck getting those off.
Oh, cursed socks.
I have someone for that. Oh, melt.
Chinese finger trap your finger.
Melt.
No, they're just like little finger condoms. Just boop boop.
Melted is sometimes hands. That's right.
Melt, I did something.
mm-hmm.
I've annoyed Mandrew and gained these.
Huh.
Does this make you uncomfortable, me moving my fingers back and forth like this?
I mean, no.
Could you fix it?
I mean, I couldn't fix myself. What makes you think I could help with that problem?
Because what matters now is that I believe in you even more.
As you guys get back to the tavern, there is a dwarf standing at the entrance to the tavern. Where have you all been?
Bothering Mandrew.
Completing errands, Mother. You did not respond with the time of your arrival.
You didn't reach out to me.
Oh.
Melt, who did you reach out to?
Uh-oh.
Wait. Oh.
Who did you... You said you cast a spell to Nasara's mother?
Yeah.
Oh, did you try to magic message me?
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Oh.
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 Yes, well, I have a pair of her
that's-
socks now as well. Would you like
nice.
one?
I have a pair.
Really?
Yes, I gave it to my husband last Christmas.
We have Christ in this game, you guys.
Disappointing. So, what is our game plan currently? Looking for your name.
Cerebell.
Cerebell, yes, I know things.
Don't cast sending on Cerebell ever again.
As you had said that, she did touch a necklace.
Okay. That's good to know.
We're ready to go. The sigil... Yes. The group that is going to ISO. The sigil has been drawn and we're getting ready to go.
We should be off then. Yeah.
Excellent. Cerebell, can I ask for a favor?
I mean, you can ask, it doesn't mean it happens.
The blacksmithy there has agreed to make me some items made of Viatrim. Is there any way we could ask you to retrieve them when they are finished?
Depends on how long it takes.
Insert time, they told me.
They didn't give you a time. They didn't know. They hadn't worked with pure Viatrim.
At the very least, Gale will be staying behind. We could probably ask him to retrieve the items.
Oh, good. You spoke with Gale.
Yes, I spoke with Gale.
Wonderful. All right. Well, the sigil is just out behind this tavern. We are all ready to go. If you guys want to join us.
Yes, we'll get the cart and we'll meet you there.
The what?
Yes.
My automatic self-driving carriage.
This
Auto
is a
carriage.
people teleportation.
One moment, I have to write to my daughter. you just go. All right.
Did you write to Quillen? Is that who you wrote to?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, yeah.
I once again have to leave your beautiful cart someplace as I am being teleported elsewhere. Please have somebody come retrieve it at Kriegord. I am so sorry and sad to have left your wonderful invention behind yet again. I don't know how we are going to get around this. Please devise a solution so that I can always take it with me, even through teleportation.
It's funny, I
Pocket
didn't
carriage?
even write it.
Pocket carriage.
Pocket carriage.
So we're gonna get to the what was the Dragon Ball Z company? What were they?
Capsule Corp.
Yep. We're getting there. We're getting there quick.
She just reaches over and just hits the go home button. It just starts.
Driving itself to go home.
Yes.
There it goes.
It's like
Into the
kid.
sunset.
It's like Kid from Knight Rider.
I can't let you do that.
All right. As you guys all gather around, all right, you are the last group to be going with me and with Gale. Everybody else has already teleported through, minus the one wizard casting the spell.
Hello, wizard. Thank you for your hard work. No one tells that to you.
He just kind of nods and then turns and says, my lady, are you ready for the last group to be teleported? Cirabel looks at him and nods. And as you guys are all there, there's a bright flash as you feel the ground essentially fall away from you.
Emissary, it's happening again.
And then, in almost that same instance as you feel you're falling, you feel your feet stick into the muck of the swamp of Iso's realm. And I think this is as good a spot as any for us to call it for tonight. As you all have been teleported back to the swamp of Iso's realm, and you hear the roar of 2 dragons, and look up and see Iso and her baby flying through the domain, as the hubbub of people busy and construction work is going on around you. And that's where we'll end.
Very good.
Indeed.
Well, you guys had some fun tonight, some shenanigans inspired.
Yeah.
A lot of work for Mr. DM now behind the scenes. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Don't give us something you don't want us to play with.
No, you're good. I just didn't know if you were going to remember about it. So.
Of course.
You brought it up.
Oh, I didn't.
Yes, you did. If only I had ore from that cave I was trapped in.
I guess I did. Anyways. All right, well, until next time, I hope all your games are as filled with as much shenanigans as ours are. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.